right. This is Sean Sawyer from the Sound Performance Psychology online community. This is a midday mindfulness session. We are going to get started in typical fashion by taking some deep breaths, finding an upright but comfortable position, and a reminder that mindfulness is not about feeling better. It is about getting better at feeling. You're going to feel more of whatever's going on, whether that's better or whether that's good or bad, or judged good or bad, rather. If you're anxious and you practice mindfulness, you might end up more anxious. But that's just the truth, and you might end up with more truth, and truth is good. So expectations are premeditated resentments, and be very careful of expectations with mindfulness, because it's usually sold as something that's supposed to change how you feel and feel better, and that is not at all the case. So, like I said, take a couple of deep breaths. Reminder also, you're likely to get distracted many times during this exercise. That is fine. Just bring your attention back to my voice, to the instructions when you do get distracted. That's why it's called mindfulness practice, because it's a lifelong thing. So take a few deep breaths again, in through and in through, in your nose and out through your nose. Hopefully it's not stuffed up. But what you want to do as you take those breaths, and you can go from deep breath to normal breathing, as you're taking those breaths in and out through your nose, I want you to pay attention to the tip of your nose long enough where you can feel the difference in temperature of the inhale and exhale. This is my common starting point, because it's always available to us, and it is a fantastic way to bring yourself into the moment. So I'm going to give people 30 seconds or so to focus on that. And then what I want you to do today is stand up. I got my mic's on a big boom arm, so I'm standing. I can stand and talk in my mic. And what I want you to do is notice your feet pressing against the floor. Bring your attention down there. Notice as much detail as you possibly can. Noticing your feet pressing against the floor. Some people experience it as the floor pressing against their feet. Just notice that experience down there. Notice whatever detail. Like for myself, I notice pressure. As I could notice my weight on my knees as my middle 40s manifest. And then what I want you to do is I want you to stand on one leg. I am standing on one leg. Please join me. And why do I want you to stand on one leg? Because I want you to keep paying attention to what it's like as you're standing on one leg. And fucking do it. Get the fuck up and stand on one leg. I want you to notice. Keep doing it. I want you to notice what your mind might be asking yourself or about this exercise, or if your mind is judging it, or if there's curiosity, or if there's whatever, humor. Notice what's going on in your mind as you're standing here on one leg. If you do need to switch legs, that's fine. I'm probably going to have to switch legs in a minute. But stay on one leg. The thing you really want you to notice is how much work your leg is doing to maintain balance. And what's important here also is if you scan up in your body. I'm switching legs. If if you scan up in your body, you can really, I've made the comment before, to notice your body's actively sensing the environment. You can notice your body is actively sensing the environment right now because it is taking in data so you don't fall on your ass and hurt yourself. It is taking in data to maintain safety. That's what bodies do. That's what nervous systems do. They take in data to maintain safety, and whether they take in data and interpret it in a realistic way or a problematic way, that depends on our lives. But what we can learn to do in doing exercises like this is really feel how we take in data. You are taking a ton of data so you don't fall. Look at the little adjustments your leg is making, your calf muscles are making, your toes are making, your arms might be making. I mean, standing on one leg isn't exactly the, most athletic thing in the world, but like, you are taking in way more data than you are if you're sitting. Now you can put your leg down, stand on two legs. Take a deep breath. Notice the other leg. Notice your feet. Notice the difference in sensation. There's a whole bunch of difference. And that's it. I don't know how familiar, we have a new fellow in the session today. I have no idea how familiar you are with mindfulness. If you're not at all, that might seem weird, but stay tuned. And for the other that are in here, this probably makes a little more sense, and it's just a way to physically, tweak that mindfulness. And it's the same thing with like the grounding exercises that are more physical. Sometimes it's just easier to notice detail, and that experience of bringing in data is so important to start to notice and get skilled at, so you can tell when there's data coming in that's fucking with your trading, so you can tell when there's data coming in that's making you bias, or is affecting your feel score. That's what, you can feel your no pun, I don't know what it is. You can feel your feels score moving, the better off you are. The sooner you can tell the difference, and if you can notice it before Skinner reminds you. I just fired the bot guy, by the way. Fucking clown. So we're gonna have some BF Skinner issues for a while. Sorry, but when the Skinner bot goes off, hopefully that's not the only time you're noticing your feels. This kind of exercise is designed to help bring more attention to those aspects. So, anyways, thank you for coming by. If you came by, and apologies, I'll put this on the recording that I was late because I got distracted by a phone call. So we are scheduled. I think I got one scheduled at 12:30 in 2 days. So 12:30 Eastern. So we'll do another session then. Stay mindful. Keep an eye on that feel score. And consider those values as you're trading. All right. Thanks, guys, for coming out. Appreciate it.